Scorpio 2025 insights and predictions. Are you ready to open up your love life and have less restrictions on your kids? Let's talk about it. Pew. Hey, what's up, good people? Eric Taylor, BigEAstro, talking about Scorpio 2025 insights and predictions. This is for Scorpio Rising and also Sun Signs. Un poquito, you could look at it for the moon, but mainly Scorpio Rising. So, there's a lot going on for you. 25 is a busy year. 26, even busier. But we already have Pluto and Aquarius in your 4th house since November 19th. You start off the year with Mars, your chart ruler, retrograde in your 10th house, opposing Pluto in the 4th. Could be some home, work life, explosive energy. When it goes into Cancer, it'll be retrograding back into Cancer until April. So this can be things about legal matters, your beliefs, your philosophies, writing a book, publishing, vacations. So just be mindful because Mars is property and land, but it's arguments, fights, disagreements. It cuts, separates, and divides. It's brothers, boyfriends for you ladies. Maybe on vacation, Scorpio Rising ladies, you can meet a gentleman caller. Okay? Well, the North Node is changing. We will have one final eclipse in the 6th house, Aries, in the end of March, early April. But starting January 11th, we have the Pisces North Node and the Virgo South Node. So this is going to be South Node 11th house, North Node 5th house. Okay? And this coincides with a Venus retrograde from your 6th to your 5th, March 1st to about April 11th. And we've got 3 Mercury retrogrades. Aries to Pisces, I believe March 14th to April 7th, then in late July going into early August, all right, in your 10th house. And then we've got the November 9th to the 29th, I believe, in your 2nd house. So, and we start the year off with Mercury in your 2nd house. I think for you Scorpio Risings, you're going to see a big shift with Jupiter leaving your 9th after May, end of May, early June, and going into your 10th house for a year, okay? And that's kind of cleaning up the Mars mess, in the 9th house, that Mars may have created for legal issues, your beliefs, your wisdom, any disagreements with your father's teachings, professors, gurus, shamans. Jupiter comes in to big up your publishing, your vacations, your trips. They can be fruitful and plentiful, but Jupiter can literally lead to a lot of fortune and luck and blessings once you do go 50 miles or further away from home or the birthplace. Jupiter in Cancer will be a real nice, nurturing energy. Older Scorpio risings, this could be bringing some grandchildren for you, quite literally. This is going to be a really interesting year, The 5th, 6th house, 9th, 10th are going to be very active. Remember, Mars will go back into Leo after April, be there for April and part of May. But that Jupiter in your 9th house is going to be really nice. So I could see Scorpio Risings doing well, launching a book this year. This is my placement. I got to do releasing a book this year, maybe 2. Also, Uranus, right? Uranus has been in your 7th house for the last 6.5 years. We have a sneak preview this year of Uranus and Gemini in your 8th house. This after Jupiter leaves, right, end of May, early June, then on the 7-7 portal, Uranus enters your 8th house, so Gemini. Could bring a sudden raise in resources for your spouse. Could be an inheritance, things around a will, family trust. But this can really deepen your visions and dreams and downloads from the fifth to the third dimension. Definitely, hey, this is good for Reiki master, astrologer, midwife, doula, deaf doula, any Scorpio risings out there interested in that, or learning about numerology, human design, soul contracts, all these things, ayahuasca, microdosing. This could be a really powerful time, and it will go back into Taurus around January, February, okay? Because it goes retrogrades back from September to February, and will enter back into Taurus. So, you really get to enjoy it, this year in Gemini from July, probably to like December, January, and then it goes back into Taurus. Also, Scorpio risings, you got Saturn and Neptune leaving your fifth house, the end of getting ready towards the end of the summer, but May, June, going into your sixth house, giving you a preview of the next 2.5, and then to 2038, Neptune will be in Aries. So what does this mean? Well, it's dealing with your work, your service, your daily routine. This can have some delays and restrictions, maybe some migraine headaches going on, literally. You may want to get a dog or a pet, Scorpio risings, or, the Neptune. You definitely want to increase the water. Saturn being there, there's definitely, you've had the North Node there, and it will be there to January 11th. So this is definitely, bigging up, getting a raise, promotion at work. But, Saturn, Neptune comes in. Saturn is bringing delays, limitations. It's going to slow down you being impulsive at work or throughout your daily routine, lifting weights. You may be more structured and disciplined Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. The Neptune is disease, so just be mindful of that. But it is the pharmaceuticals. Try to stay away from that. Definitely, you want some like a water feature, or spending time in a pool or water can be really beneficial around that May, June, right? I got to jump in the pool. But Saturn and Neptune leaving your fifth house can open up your fun sex, your dating, your romance, things with your children. So this will be a little preview. It does go back in, I think, November to the Pisces, to the fifth house. And together they dance in a conjunction into the sixth house, February 2026. So, Scorpio risings, there's obviously the North Node will be coming in. And around that Venus retrograde, March 1st, you're going to have Venus, Mercury, Neptune, and North Node all in your fifth house of Pisces. So this could be literally something creative, right? Speculative gains, acting, doing some modeling, some sort of poetry, singing, film work, photography. Maybe it's time to, win some lottery or gambling. I don't promote gambling, but you never know. But it can definitely, there's going to be a shift on the restrictions or the lack of focus or dreaminess or delusional energy around the kids. Neptune has been in Pisces for a long time, since 2011, 2012. So this will be a nice relief for a couple months, and then obviously it does retrograde back February 2026. They dance permanently to 38, and also 26 to the end of 28, early 29, going into Taurus, okay, leaving Aries for Saturn. So let's get to the chart. Scorpio risings, you got Juno on the ascendant, so definitely start off the year with a little bit of focus on love on your mind, your physical appearance, outer mask. You can be kind of shining bright and all that good stuff, but this is going to be a very powerful year. A lot of focus on, the really purifying and getting spiritual humanity with your social network, groups, friends, older siblings. The South Node will cut, separate, and divide anything that is not harmonious or, really no people being overly critical and hateful on you. That South Node in 11th house is going to make a big shift. And we'll talk more about the Pisces North Node. Let's get to the chart for Scorpio Risings 2025 insights and predictions. Happy New Year, Scorpio. Let's check out your chart. Pew. All right, Scorpio, the Scorpion 2025. Well, right after the new year, this is January 1st with the Scorpio ascendant. Starting off with the Juno there, and obviously we still got the Libra South Node in your 12th house with Lilith. Dreams can be kind of interesting, dreaming about people from the past. Maybe you can get the revelation of any hidden enemies. For Scorpio Rising, it can literally be a Libra Sun Moon Rising. I've unfortunately experienced that. But it can be very, very literal, okay? And, starting off with Mars over here in the 10th house, you're definitely, it's asking you to kind of initiate things from your heart that in public or, dealing with authorities, your father, your legacy, public image that, maybe you've already started, but you want your heart to be in it. Okay, anything that's in Leo, you want to be the power broker. You want to be the entertainer or the political figure, but just leaving a mark, a legacy in your public reputation. Obviously the Jupiter coming in here is going to be a huge shift, but we're starting off the year with it in the 8th house, which can still get you to focus on your spouse's resources and sudden events, emergencies, that can be really beneficial. And then when Jupiter goes into the 9th house, it's going to be really nice, connecting with a guru or shaman, maybe deciding that you want to do some teaching or mentoring. And that Virgo South Node in 11th house, it can, also even connect you in a deeper spiritual way to your stepchildren. But, remember, the 11th house is 6 from the 6th house, so it's another house we look at for health. So with Virgo there for Scorpio Risings, definitely things about digestion, but also ankle, calf, shin, and Achilles, okay? The Uranus leaving the 7th house, the last 6.5 years, you could have experienced a lot of changes for you in the marketplace, maybe even purchasing more crystals. I know in the last 6 years, I've gotten a lot more crystals, but definitely also things about your significant other, them going through such a deep spiritual awakening and change. And I've seen that personally with my Taurus rising wife. So it's pretty awesome to actually see that play out. Now, when we're dealing with this 5th and 6th house, and obviously, you're starting off the year with the sun in the 3rd, okay? And we've got moon, Pluto. Remember I said, though, Scorpio and even probably Sag risings, the moon is still in Capricorn, but it's headed in on New Year's Day into Pluto, okay? With Ceres and Venus there. So this can be really nice, eating really pure and clean. We're going to be doing another fast each month, and we may start it January 3rd or 6th. Another 7-10 days, not going to do 16 days again, but wifey and I decided we want to do it once a month. So that is definitely in line with these placements. And then Saturn, Neptune, right? Saturn's got a ways to catch up, but they both will dance into Aries this year. And, it makes a big shift. So, this can be really good if you're single with a Scorpio rising, maybe the North Node comes in and it's really pushing you towards the destiny of having kids, or your kids graduating high school during this time in this 18-month transit, or, a lot of things about your own creative endeavors, okay? And, obviously the North Node leaving the sixth house, it may take away some of the fuel for your workout. I mean, honestly, with this North Node in Aries, I took advantage of it and, working out so much more. Like I said, I think I lost, over 20 pounds in the last month or 2 months, probably about 21 pounds. So it's pretty incredible. But that's that Aries North Node giving you the fuel, okay? But remember that North Node going into the fifth house is kind of really getting you to express yourself in a creative way from your heart and even doing creative endeavors with their children, okay? Pisces North Node, being really more spiritual. I'm going to use it to do more, sound bowls and connecting with the boys and making some creative things and doing another little movie and stuff like that. Saturn, when Saturn and Neptune get in there for this little sneak preview, see how you feel, Scorpio risings. Quite literally can, bring some restrictions to your workout or daily routine, or it can make you extremely disciplined at work. You know what I mean? This is where you may find that you really do need to get, I don't know, a new housekeeper or adopt a dog or a cat or some pet, things like that. But it's going to be an interesting year. Obviously, the Mercury in the second house, and that's where the retrograde will be from the 9th to the 29th. The retrograde from July to August will be up here in your 10th house, and then the 6th to the 5th. That party, early March of Venus, Mercury, excuse me. Oof, we need some agua. Venus, Mercury, Neptune, and North Node in your 5th house. I mean, yeah, maybe you do win a lottery in March. I guess I'll try purchasing a ticket, see what happens. But it also can bring some really dreamy love, which is always nice, even if you're married going on 17 years like me. It's beautiful, because this is like right after wifey's birthday and then right into, headed towards our anniversary in June. So, just enjoy this year. Be open to changing some routines with your daily routine and work, your health, sicknesses, any pets. Watch out for any deception at work. And then also, really explore some different things with the children. Resources with your spouse, publishing a book, traveling, and really being this spiritual, analytical person over the internet with your groups and organizations, right? This is my 11th house crew for Coffee Talk. So it's going to be very precise and detailed and very spiritual. A lot more even information about being of service to humanity and helping people at Coffee Talk with their health. And I do that with astrology and spirituality, and I always talk health and nutrition as well. So Scorpio risings, hey, there will be one final eclipse on the Aries Libra axis, right, in your 6th house. And so, end of March, early April, something could come to an end, okay? And so just be prepared for that, things around your work or health or daily routine. And maybe it's the end that you've kind of like healed something. So that's what that final eclipse can be. And the rest of the eclipse will be on your 5th and 11th house axis for the next 18 months for Scorpio risings. So I think it's going to be a really good year. There's going to be some different changes. I'm expecting Scorpio risings to publish a book, travel, maybe get married or increase the wealth of the spouse. Okay, sabalepure.com, SABALI pure.com. Support wifey. And hey, I'm just excited. Remember, January 1st, I start off on Lloyd Strahan's show, Strayhorn, talking about the astrology for 2025. And then wifey comes on the next Wednesday, January 8th. Okay, 7 p.m. Eastern, Lloyd Strayhorn. So, Happy New Year. And I wish you guys the best. Scorpio Rising and Suns 2025 insights and predictions. Happy New Year, Scorpio the Scorpion. Peace. All right, Scorpios. Listen, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good year. You know, a lot with that 8th and 9th, 10th house, 5th, 6th, and 7th. The whole right quadrant, you know. Definitely if you have a night chart, you know, that Mars may do really well in your 9th and 10th. If you've got a day chart, you know, you're going to see this Venus and, you know, I would say that you're going to see this Jupiter have some real benefits for you starting off the year in the 8th house until about May, and then going into your 9th house for a year. Definitely some traveling, some financial blessings, maybe some sort of connection to your dad. You can have benefits with the law. Just be mindful, watch out things from the new year to April. But I think that it also can be where you may be very protective over your children, or if you have grandkids, definitely. And it could be a time where you wind up becoming a grandparent. Hopefully it's not me, but some Scorpio risings may be, okay? But this is also about continuing your education. Happy New Year, Scorpio. This is Scorpio Rising, insights and predictions. Yes, I'm sticking and licking and quicking. Mike picking. Gonna miss Ricky Henderson. He's gone. R.I.P. to brother. Stealing them bases on the lawn. Focus on your health, the health axis, 5th, 11th house. You really want to also focus on giving your children better foods, probiotics, ashwagandha, burdock root, spirulina, sea moss. You know, we're pretty intentional, wife and I, with the kids, but, you know, kids are going to eat what they're going to eat. So you got to do the best you can to fuel them with the knowledge and with the health while they're in your home. All right, Scorpio risings, enjoy. And there's going to be some karmic fated stuff in your 5th and 6th house with the Aries North Node final time and then the Pisces North Node. So get ready for the next 18 months. Big shifts for you, Scorpio rising. And stay positive, stay with a smile, stay mysterious. Scorpio 2025 insights and predictions. BigEAstro. Happy New Year, Scorpios. Peace.